Alright, good morning. Tony B here. We are back at the new construction house right across the highway from Sunny Oak Hills. This morning we got 5 loads of fill dirt coming in. It's going to be going in this area here. Right now Dad's putting the batteries in the laser level. We've put up some stobs on the corners of the property, ran a string line through, and we'll pull off these strings for our dimensions to lay out for the house pad. Basically we're going to just put up the overall 4 corners here, and once we get that established, that'll be like the outside edge reference of the corners of the house. We'll get the laser out, we'll shoot elevations, and we'll know how much we need to bring our fill dirt into. Yep, we got a big day today, so all this dirt's got to go in. We're going to take out this oak tree, take out this oak tree. There's a pine back there, pine there, and neighbor's pine here. Gotta be real careful on that, because as you can see, we got power coming in from the neighbor's house, and we don't want them to lose power today. That's going to be expensive on our end, so we'll take the excavator. We will push on that, notch it, drop it down, and we should be good to go. But it's going to be a busy day, a lot of time lapsing, and see if we can have a good day. Here she goes, all the way down. Alright, so what we're doing here is we know that the front of the house is going to sit 30 feet off the front property line. Now, that 30-foot mark is just the garage area. So it comes over about 22 feet from that front left corner, and then goes back about 5.5 feet, and then porch, and a 6-foot porch, and then comes over. So I've kind of got a reference point of where the overall corner is, but this is not the front corner of the house because it's going to be about 11.5 feet back towards the camera, that direction. But this will give me a good reference of, we can kind of square up the building, make sure everything looks the way it's supposed to. I mean, it worked out good on paper, so hopefully in the real world it will be just as good. I'm gonna hold this tape measure here on our property line, which is pretty close there. And the good thing is we've got plenty of space to work with here, so we're not like, I'm not down to 1/4 of an inch of preciseness. I can get this thing within a foot, and we are more than golden for bringing in the fill dirt today. I just talked to Mr. Ken. He is on his way with his first load, so that worked out good. Gives us a little bit of time to get all this stuff prepped out. It was good that when I was back in Colorado, Dad was able to come out here with the skid steer and rake all this area. Last time you guys saw this, it was just a bunch of debris and mulch laying on top. So he came out here and spent a couple days with the root rake and got it cleaned up. We got a little hill right here of natural grade, which is great. Less fill dirt in that area. But we'll be putting a stub here. Get out of the sun. There'll be a stub there, and that is the overall dimensions of this house. I said 54 feet from that stub way over there down to here. We'll go back 48 feet that direction, and we'll probably go ahead and put another stub coming off of this corner here, so back 11.5 feet, and that will give me the corner of what will be a bedroom. So again, if you can imagine your head, the garage comes over 22 feet this way, steps back 5.5 feet, and then comes out like 13 feet, goes back 6 feet, and it makes a little stepped front porch there. and then this will be a bedroom right in this area. So it kind of makes sense here in a little bit, and obviously as the build goes on, it will make a lot more sense, but that's where we're at now. So I'm going to drive a stop here in this corner, and then I'm going to pull back 48 feet this direction. You may be able to see over there in front of the excavator, yeah, right there. That's the back corner of the house. So from there I'll come over to here, and that'll be the back corner of this one, and then we'll come back, and this will be it. So it's not a big house. It's only about 1,500 square feet, heating and cool, but you know what? It will be perfect for what we need it to be. Be able to live here for a few years while we're working across the highway over at Sunny Oak Hills. So this will be a lot easier than driving an hour and a half. One thing, whenever you work on a construction site and you have a little sledgehammer, the game you always got to play is, where's my hammer? I know it's here somewhere, just not sure where I put it at. Really want a good workout, arm workout first thing in the morning, is get your little hammer. This is just a little 2-pounder, nothing big, but used to swing a good 10-pounder doing this kind of stuff. It was also 20 years ago, 25, almost 30 years ago. Hook our tape, measure back 48 feet. Alright, now we can see where we're at. So our 48-foot mark is roughly about here. Just kind of give a reference. And then we got to pull our 54 feet from that back corner. And where those two come together will be what we're after. Whoop, thumb went off. Somewhere in this area. We'll drive this guy down, and then we will put our intermediate. We should be good. We'll do a little bit of math for our septic system of what we need for the fall, the plumber needs for the fall from this bathroom kind of over here in this direction. He'll go over there, and the septic will sit in the ground kind of close to my truck there, a little bit this side of it. But we will do some mathing of where that needs to be, and we will take the laser and we will make a level line on these stobs. We'll mark our finished floor elevation, and then basically do the math of, I want to be 6 inches lower than our finished floor. That'll allow for the footings to be dug out, throw that dirt back into the slab area, and the concrete guy can use that when do our final compaction at that point. But right now it's just getting the pad built, get enough dirt brought in that we can work with, and then we'll get that compacted. We get forms up, plumber rough in, a little bit of electrical rough in for an island that has to go in there for conduit, and then it's termite treatment, steel, concrete time. All right, let's just see how close to square we are on this thing. If you want to hold me on that stop right there, I'll measure this corner, and then you'll go to there and I'll come to here, and we'll see how close we are. Yeah, just hold me there till we get a measurement. And you go to that one, and I'll go to this one. Like I said, for a building pad, we don't need it to be perfect. Just somewhere in the ballpark. Go to that stop over there. Let's measure there to here, to the front of the garage. You burning the foot? Let's go to the back here. You want to stay right there? Let me go to the front one here. Morning.
I'm new down here, so I come from Colorado.
That's where I live at now, actually.
Is it really?
I'm down in Parker.
Oh, that's where I lived.
No kidding. Yep, I left Florida in 2010.
Oh,
Went up there, but now I'm trying to get back here. So.
yeah. Are you building yourself a house here?
We are, yeah.
Your house?
Mhm.
It's gonna be yours?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we own some land right across the highway that we'll be doing a lot of work on the next couple of years. So when I come into work here, I stay down in Weewall at our camp. It's just a long drive from Weewall to here
Oh, yeah.
to do stuff. So we're going to build this, live here for a few years, and do that. So
Well, isn't that just nice?
it'll be easier.
Well, yeah.
Like I was saying, I'm assuming you guys are going to pull off this one, right? You won't
Yeah.
set a whole new pole just to.
Yeah,
There's no need to put a.
Yeah, that's why when I talked to you, I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy.
Mhm.
Really, the only difficult part of yours, and it's not difficult, is you want underground.
Yep.
But that's nothing to it. It's just basically it means that instead of me having nothing to do with this, I have something to do with it. But
Gotcha.
underground's pretty easy. So
Okay. All right, so we got our grade stobs in, or stobs in for the corners of the house here. Got one there, got one on the other side of the piles of dirt. At the front corner up there, and corner here. This is a step back for the bedroom. I'll make the porch. Now we want to establish the elevation. Got the information from our septic tank contractor. We got a benchmark set on the big tree back there. Actually, Dad is knocking down some more trees this morning. We've had a busy morning. We had some neighbors come out, got a chance to meet some new ones, and then we had the power company come. They're going to bring power up from there. We're going to drop a temporary pole here for power. All right, good morning, everybody. Tony B here. Well, we are Wednesday morning, second day back over here at the residential lot, the new construction house. Um, Yesterday was a whirlwind. Holy crap. It was, we get here and get the corners of the house laid out, put a little stobs in on the corners, and then started getting things ready to shoot elevations. Had some neighbors come out and talk for a little bit. We had the power company guy come to start getting the design for the temporary power, and then I had to go meet him over at Sunny Oak Hills to discuss some questions on that property as well. It felt like yesterday was a blur. Had a hard time really keeping up with trying to get some good video, but we got a lot accomplished. So anyway, got the dirt brought in, just kind of knocked it down. We're not anywhere close to final grading, final compaction. It's just kind of got our spots in here. You can barely see here. There's a line right there on the stub. That's going to be the finished grade of our slab, top of the slab. So what we want to do is have this dirt down about 6 inches below that. And the reason is the back of the house will go from this stub right here all the way down to that one down there, and a little jog in here for the back porch area. But this is a straight line all the way across, and there will be a footing. The top of slab we're doing is called a monolithic slab, so we're going to have a footing that's integral to the slab itself. Different foundations. You can have basements, you can have the stem walls where you pour a footing and then lay block up, but this is going to be a continuous pour at one time. But when we're doing this, we have a footing that's going to be going around the whole perimeter of this house on the outside edge, garage, everything. And that footing is 12 inches wide, 20 inches deep. So the dirt that comes out of this footing that we dig out and we'll toss back into the building pad area. So by leaving the slab or the dirt 6 inches below the finished floor elevation, that allows for this dirt to be brought in, and just a good use of your dirt. Again, yesterday I got a little overzealous and ran over my grade stub on this corner. This would be the front corner of the bedroom of the house. So I gotta reshoot, or put a new one in, reshoot that. This morning we're going to knock down these 2 extra loads. Mr. Ken beat me this morning. He was Johnny on the spot and got us our dirt. Excavator will put that, and we'll track this back and forth along this new dirt. And then we'll also get a plate compactor in here and do some compacting as well. So between what I ran across yesterday with the skid steer, again, skid steers aren't really great for compaction because the design of a skid steer is made to not put a whole lot of force on the tracks. Now you fill that bucket and you get a lot of weight in there, and you can get some good compaction. So we knocked this dirt down, kept it at about 6-inch lifts. So every time I went across it with a full bucket and or the track itself, we got some good compaction down deep. But I mean, there's still room for improvement. You can see I'm leaving some footprints. So that excavator will do a lot, and then the plate compactor will do a lot. We do have some rain coming in, I think Friday, which will be great for this too. So anyway, today's going to be a day of moving some dirt around. All right, let's get to work. Okay, so we got the replacement corner stop installed. Now we got to go back and find our original elevation, site that in, then we can transfer. Let's see where this guy is. Alright, somewhere up here. Make life a little easier. I can set that right on there. Right there. Let's get this guy. Then we can start moving dirt. It's always something, you know. You think you're money ahead and you're doing great on time, and you're like, oh, I forgot something. And we are just about on grade there too. So now I'm going to move all these tools, because if I don't, I will run over them, bury them. Get the skid steer. I know we got a hump here in the middle. I'm going to leave that a little high. Go ahead and fill in these corners. Get that garage area. Start packing away.